In just 2 short weeks, Campaign 4 of Critical Role is here. We have a new world, a sort of new DM, and a sort of new system, and so many characters and stories to talk about. In this video, we will dive into all of those things and our questions that we have here at the castle. Hi everyone, welcome to the Storytelling Castle, where we look at life through storytelling and TTRPGs. My name is Sir Ryan of Wiley, and I am your humble bard for this video. Wait, I think we need a scene change and possibly a costume change. That's better. Much more bard. Here at the Storytelling Castle, we are huge critters, and fun fact, episode 1 of Campaign 1 aired on my birthday in 2015. Let's start off with the controversy surrounding Campaign 4. Apparently, people are freaking out over the fact that Critical Role is using the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons rules for Campaign 4 as opposed to Daggerheart. I don't really understand why this is such a controversy. Critical Role was founded and played by a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors who play Dungeons and Dragons, and their logo is a D20, which in Daggerheart only the GM uses and not the players. Of course, they could do a big 10-year rebrand, but those are risky, and if Daggerheart wasn't as successful as it has been, they could have been in some serious trouble. In the end, they said both. They will continue to play Dungeons & Dragons for the main Campaign 4 and then do all of the other campaign frames that they would like in Daggerheart. So everyone just needs to chill out and channel their inner druid, their inner monk, and deep breath. Let it go. Let's move on. We have a brand new setting in Campaign 4, and I say sort of new DM because brennanleemulligan is back to the Critical Role channel and DMing Campaign 4. Campaign 4 will not take place in Exandria, the locale of Campaigns 1 through 3, which Brennan has DM'd in during their Downfall series. And if you haven't watched it, you absolutely should. It is so good. It's only a couple episodes, but it is so good. Campaign 4 is going to take place in Ahriman, a brand new location that Brennan built with the players. Speaking of those players, there are 13 of them, and we'll get to them in a minute because we gotta talk world building. In Critical Role's campaign announcement video that they did on their YouTube channel, Brennan said that Ahriman was a world where the gods are dead and were killed by their own peoples. This is such a cool idea, and this absolutely fits in with Brennan's DMing style. Some of the questions that we have here at the Storytelling Castle are things like, what's going to happen to the people of Ahriman now that their gods are dead? Who's going to fill the power vacuum of no gods? Are there demons in this world? Are there bad gods? How does magic work now that the gods are dead? Was magic divinely created and thus there is no magic? Or are there other sources of magic throughout the cosmos? Where do the souls of those who died or those who are supposed to go to heaven, where do they go? What happens now? All of those questions and so many more are things that the players themselves are going to figure out, and I cannot wait to watch them and find out along with them. Speaking of those players, the 13 of them are stepping into a West Marches style campaign. For those of you who don't know what a West Marches style campaign is, basically it's a way to play where you have more players that you can possibly fit at the table, as Brennan said himself, and also players who their schedules don't always match up. Players can come and go and fill essentially a new table almost every session. With how busy the folks at Critical Role are with Legend of Vox Machina, The Mighty Nine, I'm assuming an upcoming Bell's Hells series, also the video game that apparently they're involved with, I have no doubt that this is the best way for them to play. Not everyone needs to be at every session, and they can kind of mix and match. And as the story builds out, more players are going to be involved in different things apart from their soldiers, seekers, and spies. With those 3 groups in mind, let's break the characters down and see if we can guess their classes, subclasses, and which group they're going to be in. We'll start in alphabetical order, and before you yell at me in the comments, no one has said these characters' names out loud yet, so this is just as I read them, okay? Let me know down in the comments how you think their characters' names are pronounced, what you think their character classes and subclasses are, and there's a bunch of hints, so let's see if we can get it done. Laura Bailey is playing Thimble, who looks like a fae or fairy type creature and seems to be holding 2 needles. She could be any number of classes from Bard or Druid, but I think she's going to be an Arcane Trickster Rogue and will be in the Spy group. Just a quick note from your editing bard here. 2 classes have been confirmed. Laura Bailey is in fact a rogue, so tack that up in the correct category. And Travis is in fact a paladin, so a 2 for 2 on choosing classes. Luis Carrazzo is playing Azun Nayar, who is wielding a battle hammer type thing and it looks like some elemental magic of some kind. He played a paladin in the Downfall series with Brennan, and he could be going for something like that, but I think Luis is playing a either zealot, barbarian, or possibly a world tree barbarian, but I'm gonna stick with zealot barbarian, and I think he's going to be in the soldier category. Robbie Damon is playing Cadigan Vale, who has a cute little pupper with him and is very clearly either a druid or a ranger, but I think he is a Beastmaster Ranger and is also in the soldier category. Abria Iyengar is playing Tasha Loy and has some kind of magical flames as well as a cool little skull walking stick or staff. Of course, Abria is going to be playing a magic user in Brennan's world, so she's either a warlock, a sorcerer, or a wizard. I think she's going to be a great old one warlock with the Seeker group. Taliesin Jaffe is playing Belair Lethalia, who is holding a beautiful see-through rapier and is dressed in some very fancy leathers. I think Belair could be either a bard or a fighter, but my guess is going to be a soul knife rogue, and I think Belair's probably in the spy group. Ashley Johnson is playing Valus, who has a dope chainmail veil and a thurible, which, yes, I did have to look up. Valus could be a number of different classes also, but I'm going to guess Trickster, Domain Cleric, and put Valus in the Seeker category. Matthew Mercer is playing Sir Julian Divinos, and he looks like a fighter of some kind. He's got a big rapier and dashing hair like mine. I'm tempted to go fighter here, but I'm going to say Valor Bard and put Sir Julian in the soldier group. Whitney Moore is playing Tyranny, who is wearing a cute little outfit that's giving some nun vibes for sure. We don't have a lot to go off for Tyranny, but I'm inclined to say magic user, so I'm going to say Moon Druid and put them in the spy category. Liam O'Brien is playing Halandil Fang, a dashing man with a beautiful satchel. Not a lot to go off with for Halandil here, but I'm going to say Divination Wizard and put Halandil in the Seeker group. Marisha Ray is playing Murray Magneson, and all I'm going to say is, damn. I'm going to say Murray is a lore bard and be put into the Seeker group. Sam Regal is playing Wykander Halavar, who has some really dope hair, and I really hope Sam dyes his hair accordingly. Sam in general is a pretty wild card member of the group, but I think he's actually going light domain cleric and is going to be in the soldier category. Alexander Ward is playing Octus Tokonus, and who has some cute little boxes, some vials, and what looks to be a spellbook. This is giving off big wizard vibes, so I'm going to say Illusionist Wizard and put Alex in the Seeker group. Last but not least is Travis Willingham playing Teor Pridesire. I think Travis is going full paladin, so we'll choose Vengeance Paladin and put him in the fighter category. We'll see how right or probably wrong I am, and this is my best guess based off of the 2024 rules and the subclasses available to us right now. We shouldn't forget that Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins also work at Darrington Press now, so there might be some cool new subclasses that they've created just for Campaign 4 in Ahriman. Now let's get on to those three groups from a story perspective. Those three groups again are soldiers, seekers, and spies. Our best guess here at the castle for how these three groups are going to coerce and going to mingle in a West Marches style campaign is that the soldiers are going to be off fighting evil. They're the ones who are going to be working on fighting evil, fighting the people who are trying to take the power for themselves. All the while, they are going to be getting information, possibly magic items, all of those kinds of things, and give them to the Seekers. The Seekers are then going to try and figure out as much as they can based on the gods being gone, what is going on, how does magic work, all those kinds of lore, big world building questions. Then the spies are going to be the ones who are fending off the governments and the businesses that are trying to fill the power void and also take advantage of all of the things that are going on with magic and with power. We cannot forget that this is a Brennan Lee Mulligan campaign, so capitalism is 100% one of the BBEGs because it always is. And that's all we can talk about for now. We'll all need to tune in and watch how this all pans out together. And you can bet we'll be talking about every single episode, breaking it all down, keeping track of all of the stories and the lore here at the Storytelling Castle. So feel free to subscribe if you want to follow along in that journey with us, and so much more. If you like what we're doing here at the castle and you want to support us even more, head down to the links in the description below and subscribe to our Patreon. There you'll get more stories, more videos, and you can play in our West Marches style game that's coming very, very soon. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time at the Storytelling Castle.